Hey loves, it's your girl DeeDee and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another reaction video, but before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Also share and like this video and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's go ahead and jump into the video.
I'm gonna tell you the difference in women. You can see the difference in the 1%. Look at Savannah James.
She posts plenty of sexy pictures.
Because I'm sexy. I'm not looking for valid. No, y'all not getting what I'm saying.
I'm
bro.
listening.
Have you ever seen her like?
So an average bitch can't be sexy
Have you ever seen her
and not
like
want
haven't.
validation?
Go check her followers.
Right.
If y'all following all the top rappers, 21, the Sniper Gang, 21 Future, 7, and all these. Boy, she ready to pew pew.
You can't say that, though,
Yes,
bro.
they-
You cannot say that.
God, man.
Because she's
I'm
following.
playing 2024.
Because she's got, bro. That's a
2024,
mean
I'm
double
not talking
standard.
about-
That's a mean double standard, bro.
Bruh.
I'm just being real. So
It's not a mean double standard, bro. It's attention seeking. Like I'm telling you, these other women, you don't even like who I'm saying, the 1% percentile. You know she feel as if though she has her king. You can already tell the aura. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, bro.
Listen, I get what he's saying. The way she carries herself, the way she moves. Savannah James has her man and she doesn't seem to be looking for validation from other men. That's basically it. And I get what he's saying. If you look at her versus other women who are single and some even married, who are still looking for attention from other men, because either if you already have a man and you're still looking for that validation, it means that you're not happy or secure in that relationship. You think that there's something better out there, or maybe you might end up wanting to try something else. And so I think what he's trying to convey is with Savannah James, yes, she may post some pictures, and I haven't seen her post anything majorly provocative or anything. I think she's pretty modest and pretty conservative in my opinion, as a married woman should be in my opinion. If you're married and you already have your man and you're secure with that and you're not looking for anything else, there's no need to put yourself out there in a provocative way, unless you're thinking maybe that you may look for something better than what you already have. That's just my thoughts on it. But at the same time, everybody's marriage is not the same. So if your husband is okay with it and he don't have a problem with it, I guess he's okay with you doing it, then it's fine. Everybody else is just speculating and judging. But if they're cool with it, that's cool. Some women just don't move that way because, you know, they don't want to cause any problems, or they don't want to send mixed signals or the wrong message out to men who may be watching, because they know that they have a husband and they want to respect their husband and not put the wrong ideas out to the public. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
So I just got stood up for the first time. And it's so crazy because I did not see the red flags. He completely did a 180. He basically told me that he wanted to meet me at Lake Lanier out of all places, and told me to be there at 5. And I got there at 5 and I texted him. I said, I'm here. And he was like, oh, well, I won't be there until 6. A whole hour later, so I let him know, like, hey, that's not cool. And I said it in this tone, that's not cool. That's one of my big pet peeves. Like, you can't be an hour late. He proceeds to tell me to go home and that he wasn't coming anymore. And so I'm at this haunted ass lake being stood up by a white boy.
Girl, see what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, could you imagine? And first off, I'm not meeting you at no darn lake. That's for one. And Lake Lanier, the history behind that lake, and it's a white boy too. I'm just saying. I mean, that should have been a red flag right there. Why you want me to meet you at a lake? Like, what's going on here? And this particular lake, this was a joke, I think. You know, but she's sitting here crying. Why are you crying? Instead of just chalking it up to, oh, you know, okay, this was low down and let me move on. But I think, and this is just my thoughts, I think a lot of times they give these, you know, non-melanated brothers a chance. You know, they give them an opportunity a little bit more than they would a melanated brother. You know what I mean? You give them a little bit more opportunity than you would a melanated brother. And then for something like this to happen, and this is why they're crying, because, you know, sometimes, I don't know her, but just from what I've seen with other women who put so much stock into these non-melanated men, thinking that they're above and better than the rest, and then you find out that they're playing you to the left too. You know what I mean? That there are groups of them that will play you and don't have your best interest at heart. That they're not really into you the way you may think that they are. And so this is why I think the tears come into play. You're crying because you can't believe, oh my God, that this non-melanated brother would do this to you. How dare he? I didn't see the red flags. But were you looking for the red flags? See, you can the red flags could be there, but if you're ignoring them, it's almost as if they're not. Okay, so red flags were there. You just didn't want to see them because of the particular choice. If you catch my drift. And so when this happens, yeah, of course you're sad and crying because you can't believe that, oh my God, he would do this to you. So this is where I say, listen, you gotta stop this idea that, oh, a different race of a person is so much better. No, you just gotta look at the characteristics of the person, no matter if they're blue, black, green, white, purple, or red. You gotta look at their personality, their characteristics, if they're interested in you, all of those things. You can't just go off of race and thinking that you're getting something better, because oftentimes you may not be. I'm just saying, whether you want to accept it or not, So that's just my take on that. Let's continue.
Basically the first white boy I've ever dated. And yeah, I'm just really afraid to open my heart up because this is the type of stuff that happens to lover girls.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why European American men, Caucasian men in the United States, this is why they feel like gods. This is a black woman complaining about being stood up by a white man at a location that is publicly known by everyone in America as a perfect place to go unalive someone. Her little Caucasian bae. Y'all be saying they do dinners, they pay for chickens, they pay for what? He told her to go meet him at a lake for a first date. At a lake that every year multiple people disappear at. He stood her up and she's on here upset. He could have showed up. We would have had another, what's it called? Shadi Robinson. And then the next day, our black women would have had amnesia and would have gone right back to, oh my God, white men are the best. Black men, again, we need to separate. We do not belong together anymore. This is not malicious. This is just culturally, we as a people, we don't belong together anymore.
Listen, and you know what? He does have a point, because this is what we see happening. We see it happening. It's just like they turn a blind eye from what's really happening and find all the reasons in the world to point out black men's flaws and faults and all of these things and make it seem like they're just the worst, while all these other things are happening and you don't hear them outraged about it. You don't hear them talking about it, because it will refute the idea of them trying to convince themselves that anybody other than black is so greater than a black man, and they're just this and that, and they don't do this and they don't do that, and they're so great, and they won't leave you, and they won't treat you bad, and they won't do this and they won't do that. It will refute everything that they talk about and all of their claims. So yeah, they turn a blind eye to it and act as if that doesn't exist when it happens, and just continue to go on bashing black men and talking about how dusty black men are. But, there are dusty people in all races, not just black men. It's not about the race of the person. It's about the persons themselves. And so I really wish these educated women would, understand that and get it together and stop trying to shame all black men and make all men seem bad just because you can't get a good one. So that's just my take on it. I'm going to leave it here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Y'all know what it is. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.